In this section, we are going to take a look at a technique known as tunneling and discuss how Kali can help you perform this process of moving data over what is going to be known as a tunnel. So what we'll learn in this particular section is we'll discuss overall how to use tunneling. We'll discuss how to use a utility called HTTP tunnel, and we'll discuss what an HTTP tunnel is. We'll discuss how to find an opening to use this piece of software with. Then we'll take a look along the way at using HTTP tunnel and then how to execute commands specifically with the software. So let's start things out by talking about what is an HTTP tunnel. What we're going to learn about in this video is we're going to talk about what tunneling is, talk about why you use it, some of the software options you have associated with HTTP tunneling or tunneling period. We will talk about some drawbacks as far as some deployment options may be concerned, because this isn't ideal for every situation. And then we'll talk about what you do after you deploy the tunnel and your environment and what options are available to you at that point. So first of all, let's discuss what is a tunnel. Well, a tunnel, a software construct that is used to encapsulate data and move it over a network. So we see tunneling in a lot of different environments. One of the more commonly known implementations of tunneling is to use it VPN, and if you think about a VPN is moving data across the internet from point to point. So by using tunneling, they can prevent themselves from having to transmit data insecure data over the internet. They can wrap it up in a package and then send it over. And that's what tunneling is going to do. So once we have a tunnel set up, we can push data and commands and a lot of other things over it and use it as a way of obscuring or protecting data from eavesdropping. So very effective and very widely used. We're just using one type of tunnel here in this section. So what are the characteristics of an HTTP tunnel? Well, an HTTP tunnel, it's something, if we talk about the utility HTTP tunnel, it's something that's supported across multiple platforms. As long as it supports the HTTP protocol, we pretty much can set up an HTTP tunnel using this utility. The Linux one is included with Kali Linux, so you don't have to do anything special to get it. It's already there. It is a command line utility, and it's a very small and lightweight utility, so it's very responsive. What will happen is, you can see in this diagram I have here, what will happen is that I will have my Kali Linux client, I will have run the utility, HTTP utility on it, and it will open up a connection over a firewall that has port 80 open, which is HTTP, to something on the other side. And since a lot of firewalls have port 80 open, because that's HTTP and how you browse the web, it means that if your desired port isn't open to push data over, you could potentially use HTTP tunneling to send your commands over a firewall that's blocking your preferred port. You can send over HTTP tunnel. You also can use this as a way to prevent your commands from being picked up by something like an intrusion detection system. So it would be a very effective way of doing that. So let's take a look at HTTP tunnel itself just briefly, because we're going to delve into it more in subsequent videos. In this video, we discussed what is a tunnel. We took a brief look at HTTP tunnel and discussed some of the options, not all of them, because we are going to be exploring these options more in depth in the following videos, but we kind of gave you an introduction to why we are going through this exercise before we do it.